Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Iconic rock band Quiet Riot is returning to Las Vegas for one night. They're getting ready for a show with Vixen this weekend at the Cannery. And here to tell us all about it is Quiet Riot guitarist Alex Grossi. How's it going, buddy?
Thanks for having me again, man. It's going great, Jason.
Yeah.
It's great to be here.
For sure. We were just kind of chatting about the good old days. And you were saying that Quiet Riot has had this emergence recently and kind of doing better than at the beginning.
It's amazing. All these classic rock bands are coming, coming through the casinos and the fairs and the festival circuit.
Yeah.
And people are really, because the MTV generation will never happen again.
Right.
And when we were kids, MTV played like 20 videos. And if you were one of those 20 videos that Quiet Riot and Warrant and Skid Row and all those bands were, you were kind of force-fed it. That's never going to happen again.
Right.
So I think people are really, really, and also reliving the music of their youth is the thing. And our fans are now, they have regular jobs, they have money to go to the casino, and it's great because and there are a lot of younger kids too, because there's a lot of like classic rock has, you can turn on XM Sirius and there's a whole station that plays nothing but that music 24/7. And it used to be you'd hear maybe one or two rock songs on the radio peppered in between, Michael Jackson and Madonna. Now there's stations that play nothing but 80s hair metal, and if you're into it, you're into it.
We can hear this song right here, Come On Feel the Noise. Is that the biggest one?
That and Bang Your Head, Mental Health. There's
Bang Your
those
Head,
two.
yes.
We close the night with those two, and I always say, whenever we're playing a show with multiple bands and a certain band wants to go on after us, it's like, go ahead, follow those two songs.
Follow those two songs.
Yeah,
oh
go
my
ahead.
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And there's been some big names in Quiet Riot, but you've been pretty consistent. You've been with this band for
my 22nd year.
Yeah, Randy Rhoads obviously until he passed away.
Randy Rhoads. There's only been 3 guitar players: myself, Carlos Cavazo from the '80s, and obviously Randy Rhoads. And we've got Rudy Sarzo back in the band now.
Good. He's there with the original.
He's the OG. From the '80s, from the golden era, if you will.
Yeah.
And
sure.
It's been great. He came back in 2021, and he's just such a super sweet guy. And between his tenure with Whitesnake, Ozzy, Quiet Riot, guy's a living legend, and it's great to play with him.
Look, it's not very often we get anybody really gets to talk to a heavy metal guitarist. What's it like, man? It's got to be so cool.
It is. I'm never gonna ever complain about having the job I have. I'm not the same heavy metal guitarist I was 20 years ago. A couple of habits have changed,
Okay.
Because if you're going to keep going, you got to,
You better, right. Look, well, put it this way. When Val Kilmer passed away, I felt the need to watch The Doors again.
Yeah.
And you just saw what happened to...
You can't do that anymore.
Jim Morrison.
You can't do that anymore.
Yeah, you have to pay, especially when you're in and out of Vegas.
Tell me about it, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's the greatest job in the world. There's a lot of travel, and you got to really, you got to do it for the right reasons. You have to really love doing it, but which I do, and we all do. We all, laugh a lot on the road, and, you know.
And this is a pretty cool venue, good local spot, Cannery.
Yeah, it's great.
They have, I've been to many shows there, and I like the setup there. It's a good setup.
It's probably one of the best sounding rooms for this kind of music in Vegas. For some reason, they have it dialed in for hard rock.
Okay.
And a lot of the bands come, if you notice, a lot of them come through there. They have it really dialed in. We've played there a few times, and I'm really excited. It's going to be a good one. And Vixen always brings it too. They're great.
Yeah.
We do a lot of shows with them.
Okay, so the concert is Saturday.
Yes.
Okay, so tickets, I'm assuming, available Ticketmaster.
Yep, Ticketmaster.com,
all that stuff. Then what? What's next for you guys?
Then we take a couple weekends off.
Okay.
Then we go to St. Louis. Then we have some shows in the Northeast area of the country. And then we have just pretty much every weekend this summer booked.
Yeah, it's got to be fun to get like some of these super fans that have a story about a time they connected with you. And you probably are like, I remember that.
There's a lot. Having their 40 years of the band's history, and we do a meet and greet after the show, and we hear some of these stories. It's like, wow, this goes back to people. I remember as a kid watching. There was Thriller and there was Come On Feel the Noise.
Yeah.
Or Mental Health.
Absolutely.
And, that every hour you saw those videos, and it was part of my upbringing, you know, and you associate that with, you know, your music of your youth is what I always say. I mean, you're seeing a lot of '90s bands come back now too, because those people are getting older, you know.
They are. No, I was just hearing some of these '90s groups. They sell out right away. Yeah. So good for everybody. Hey, good for music, right?
It's good for live music.
Yes.
You know? It's all good. I'll take it.
Bang your head. All right, Quiet Riot and Vixen. Alex, thank you for joining us. Have a great show. We'll see you now this coming weekend.
Yes.
All right.
See you then.
Sounds good.